So welcome to Jacqueline's Inside Out. We're here today with Bethel Park TV, and our theme this time is for the beach summer looks. We're working on beachy looks, beachy curls. We're also working on some really pretty looks for your skin and your hands to show you some different techniques to help with that, to get your skin glowing on your hands and to have some coral looks for the season. The season color for 2019 is coral. Living coral is the Pantone color, so we're going to focus on that today and show you a little bit about what we're offering, with Jacqueline's Inside Out and our summer edition. So stay tuned. Okay, everybody, so we're back, and I want to talk a little bit about the living color coral that we had said is the color of the season, the Pantone color of the season. Such a beautiful color. It's so pretty for the summer, and it is just really nice for the beach or just anything that you're doing for the summer. But we're having our little beach theme today, so I just wanted to go over some eyes and some colors using the Pantone color of the year coral with lips and eyes. So here's our palette that we're going to be working on. This is our Enchanting Floral palette, which is really nice. It has a lot of the coral tones with it that go with our beautiful model today, Michelle, and she's wearing our lovely coral dress from the Vintage Valet. So I wanted to just go over some little colors with you on her eyes. I already prepped that side a little bit, and now we're going to go in and show you some different looks for our special coral color today. So up at the top, we're going to use the lightest color, and we are going to go in and just give it a little highlight up here, a little bit of shimmer up top to give it that little bit of highlight right here on the brow bone, like right under the brows and right on the brow bone. Okay, and then you want to go in with some of your color that we're going to really enhance and bring out. We're going to go in with the darker color here. It's not the darkest, but it's the medium to dark. And then we're going to tap that extra off. And then you just want to get that in right under the eyelid and start to really bring that out. Look how much it's just making that pop. It's just really giving her such a nice look right here and a nice detail to her eye shape and her facial structure. It just really makes that pop really nice. Circular motions right here under the eyebrow bone. Here's your bone right under it in the crease. Give it that nice deep look for this color. Okay, and then you can take another brush, which is a little bit more angled, and you can go in with this soft pink peachy corally kind of tone right here. The coral is kind of like a toss between peach and pink, so it just gives you that little bit of a nice soft look. So I'm going to just go right underneath, right here at the lid, and I'm just going to line that out just a little bit and soften that up just a little, just to make it a little bit prettier and a little softer. I'm going to put a little on this side because I already did prep her a little over here, but just to show you, we're just going right over top, down by the eye line, the lash line here. Just go over it a little bit and soften that up just a little bit there. So that gives you like a nice two-tone look to the coral, softer at the lash line and a little deeper up at the top near the brow bone in the crease. And if you need to go back and blend it all in, you just swirl it all together and blend it all in nicely like that. Okay? And then I always like to go over and look up a little bit, Michelle. And if you have anything that you need to tap out for the fallout, just tap it out and tap it up and out, and it will soften that and get rid of what you have there. Okay, so that's a nice way to have some coral looking eyes. Then we're gonna go in and show you a little bit with the lips. So I already did a little bit of her liner here, and she moisturized as well before. I always say that, I'm a big believer in that, to moisturize your lips first prior to putting on your lipstick and your lip liners. It helps to glide the product on a little bit better. So we're gonna go in with this coral orange kind of color, but we're gonna soften it up a little bit. It's a little orange tone, but we're gonna soften it up a little bit after. So I'm gonna have you open a little bit. I just want a little of it, just to give it that pop. Not a lot, just a little bit. Okay, you can blend that in a little bit better. And then if you take your gloss, and this is an actual coral gloss, and you go over with that and blend that out so you have a little bit of that orangey tone in the middle, but you're blending it out now with the gloss. That gives you a little bit more of your coral kind of look to blend out, soften it up, and gloss it up a little bit too, because it's getting it a little bit more glossier and it's making it real shiny, which is really pretty for this look. Okay, and then we're just gonna reshape this a little bit more right here. And then of course, I can't ever let you go with one last little pop of color on the cheeks to just give that a nice little glow. And we are using a little touch of our peachy kind of tone today to go with our coral look. Okay, and then Michelle actually liked last time she modeled for me, I showed her a little trick with our oil. You take a little dab of that and you just drip it right here, right by the sides of the cheekbones, the top of the cheekbones, and you dab that in, and that's going to make everything glisten. It's a facial oil, which is really nice. I showed this in a video with Michelle a while back in one of our episodes, and she just mentioned that she really liked that, so I wanted to show it again for the summer. So if you turn this way, you can see that that makes that all glisten together right there with a little bit of the peachy blush and then the actual oil. So there you have it, some coral looks for the summer 2019 using our Pantone color Living Coral. Okay everybody, so we're back and I want to go over some of the beach waves with you that we were talking about that we are doing today. It is summer and it's beach season, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about how we are getting these beach waves and how you can do this and incorporate this at home. So we already preset some of Michelle's hair. She has very long, beautiful, bouncy hair. So I'm gonna do some curls, but I wanted to show you what I did so far. So I curled these and then I pinned them up like this for about a half an hour and let them sit and cool, and then we just took them down. So we took them down and they have like this nice beachy wave to them. So then I'm gonna take a little bit of this spray shine and I'm just gonna spray lightly over top of the actual curls, real light, and you can just rub your fingers through, or you can take a big tooth comb and you can just kind of like bring them out that way too. And that just softens them up and gives them a nice look to them, a nice texture, and a nice wave. And the shine is gonna smooth them and give, you know, keep the cuticle down, which is really nice. So that's a good way to do the beach waves. Now what I wanna show you is how you can go and put a little bit of extra fullness in your hair. This is an actual clip-in extension. So it has clamps on it. It has 3 clamps. And you can just put this in to give your hair some extra fullness. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So first what you want to do is you want to just take underneath a little piece here. I'm going to lift up. And then I'm just going to pin that out of the way for a minute up here, okay? Then you want to take a section where you're going to put that, and you want to just give that a little back comb. So it's going to go all the way over like this around her crown. So you give it a little back comb here like that, wherever you're going to put the actual clamps. And that's giving you some support to hold that clamp in place. Okay, so you just back comb a little bit right there. You start in the middle, so you have one in the middle and one on each end. You're going to take the middle and you're going to lift it up and then push it down, and then you're going to push the clamp out right in the middle. Then you're going to pull this over. You want to line it up evenly. Pull this over, clamp it in, and then pop it shut. Okay, same thing on this side. Lift it up right into your teasing, and then you just pop it shut that way, the opposite direction. So now that gives you a little more fullness in there. So here we're going to curl these to blend in with the rest of the waves that we did. So you want to protect your hair with some heat spray, a heat protecting spray. You want to protect it from the heat. So you spray over top with some heat protecting spray. Let that just sit for a second because it gets a little misty. Then you want to start to do your curl. So how we did the beach wave curl is we came straight down like in the middle of the shaft, and we just start turning and twisting the curling iron, and then just turn and twist and turn and twist and bring it out and bring it down and let it go. You want to keep this smooth, so you kind of start halfway down, and then the beach waves are sort of just at the bottom, okay? Then we're going to do it on the second section here. Halfway down, turn, twist, and then just smooth the curling iron out. You just want loose, soft waves, nothing big, nothing major, just soft waves. I'm going to give a little more spray on this side. And now we're going to bring it opposite direction and go in. Just nice and soft and loose, and bring it down and in. Now you have to be very careful with extensions. You have to make sure that they're human hair extensions to be able to curl and put heat on them. If they're not, you can't do that. So that's one important thing to be sure that you're doing. And then the other thing with extensions is this is a boar's brush. That is really what you want to brush your hair with your extensions. You don't want to use a regular brush. You need a boar's brush to keep them healthy and to keep them nice. So you just go in and do that, unless you're using the big wide tooth comb that we did earlier. You can do that with it. But anytime you put a brush on it, make sure it's a boar's brush. Okay? And again, we're going to go over with our spray shine and then just loosen them up and soften them up. Now this piece that you left on top, you can bring that back down, and that'll just cover all over top of what you did. And that was already pre-curled from before. And that's just a nice little technique for your beach waves for the summer of 2019. They give you a nice little look, and this one over here, we just have to push in a little bit more. There we go. Make sure they're in good. And then you can spray a little on top, just for some extra hold. And we wanted to just have this all up because it's nice and cool that way for the summer, just to help give her, you know, a little bit of a cooler feel. It's up off her face, and we just did a little twist here, and I pinned that in up at the crown. So that's basically it. That's a nice little style for the summer. And some pretty beach waves with a little bit of a extension in there, clip-in extensions to give you some fullness. You can use those for length or fullness, whatever you want to do, either way. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that beach wave look, and send me some pictures if you tried this technique out. I would love to see it. Okay everybody, so we're back and I want to show you some techniques for your nails. I've been trying to show you a little bit about some tips for your nails lately, just to give you some extra, information and inspiration about those. So what we're going to do today is a little hand treatment on Michelle with some scrub. It helps to exfoliate, it helps to bring out the natural shine in your hand, and it moisturizes your hand and just gives you a lot of circulation and movement to your your blood flow and everything in your hands. So I want to go ahead and we're going to demonstrate that for you. Nicole's going to demonstrate that for us today. So here we go. Okay, so first what you want to do is you want to just take a damp cloth and just like work that on your hand a little bit, and then we're going to put a little bit of scrub on there. So we're just cleansing the hand and helping to remove any debris, any dirt, any product that's on the hand first. So you want to just remove that off and then go ahead and use a little bit of the scrub. This is a nice apricot scrub, so it goes really nice with our theme for summertime, and it's a soft scrub. And it just gives you that little bit of glow once you do a scrub. It helps to exfoliate your skin and get all that dry, dead skin off, which is really nice. So you just use a little bit of that. It actually has some natural oils in there as well. And you want to just make sure that you distribute it on all parts of the hand really nice. But you have to be a little bit more gentle with the scrub just because it has the grains in it. So, and then you put a little warm towel on, and you leave that sit for a few minutes. We would say about 5 minutes, but of course we're not going to do that because we're just demonstrating. But after about 5 minutes, then you would start to loosen it up and rub that off and bring that all together and get all that extra scrub off of there, as Nicole is doing. This is Nicole, everybody. She's here helping us today. And of course you already met Michelle, our lovely model Michelle, who's helping us today with these beautiful hands as well. So you go ahead and then you just get all that off of there. And then what you can do is use some extra, you want to dry it a little bit first, Nicole, just to make sure that you get a little bit of that moisture off of there before you go ahead and put your lotion on. That way the lotion will stay a little bit better, won't run off with the wet skin. So just get that off of there a little bit and dry that into the hand. You can see the difference in the color of her hand, Michelle, if you want to show them like how much brighter and softer that hand looks compared to the other hand. Michelle, I wanted to ask you, we had talked earlier about, some problems and issues that you may be having with your hands. And you were mentioning to me about that you are on the computer a lot with your job, and you also do a lot on the phone with your job. So can you explain to them a little bit about how this feels and what may have happened by getting this service?
I have a lot of tightness every day from always being on my phone or on the computer, and the massage just helps to loosen all of that up in not only my hand but sort of my whole body. I feel better, actually.
So massage is a wonderful way to help your body, is what she's saying, that it just makes her feel a lot better. It gives her a lot of, takes away the stress and all the anxiety, and she just feels a lot better just within this couple of minutes. So I would recommend that you try to do that. Give yourself some time, pamper yourself a little bit. It definitely helps. So we're going to go ahead and finish with the lotion, and we're just going to show you a little technique on that. So with the lotion, you just want to go ahead this is a coconut lotion, which is really nice. It's great for the season, of course, so that's why we went with coconut. It's just a nice smell for this time of year, and it's all natural, pure, safe, which is really nice. So you always want to make sure with your ingredients that you're not putting anything harmful on your skin. And just, massage it in, give yourself some little pampering, do some different points of your hand, through your fingers, out to the fingertips, around each little finger and inside of the fingers, in the middle, that helps as well, on your palms. Like everything just gives you a lot of that stress relief. It relieves the tension, it loosens up the muscles, and it gets the blood flowing. So it's a great service to help you to feel better. It's wonderful for, this time of year to do a little bit of relaxing and pampering. So that's part of our wellness today, and I just wanted to share that with you. I hope that you learned a lot and you enjoyed it. Thank you. Okay, everybody, so Michelle is wearing a beautiful coral dress from the Vintage Valet. The Pantone name for this year is Living Color as the color of the year. So Michelle was wearing this gorgeous halter style dress, perfect for your next special occasion. The ruffles cascade down the dress, and the chiffon fabric gives the dress an easy breezy feel. This dress can take you through the seasons by layering it with a cardigan for the fall, if you like to do that to continue on to the next season. It's fully lined and zipper in the back, closure and removable sash. So it's from the Vintage Valet here in Pittsburgh, and it's just a lovely dress, and we love the look for the season and the color for the season, Living Coral. That goes really nice with the makeup that we did on her, and her lips with the Living Coral color on them as well, and her eyes, and then our beautiful beach waves as well. That looks so pretty on you, Michelle. Okay, so one last thing I wanted to show you with Michelle's beautiful hairstyle that we did today. The beach waves are so popular, but what else is popular this year is doing a barrette and doubling it or tripling it, whatever you want to do, to layer it up. So we went in and we layered the barrette up here. We used a pearl barrette, which is really pretty, and it went really nice by doubling it up to give her that look. And we tucked back around the ear and then popped it in right there behind her ear, and it's just cute. You could keep layering them if you wanted like 3 or 4, you could do that. That's an actual little trend this summer, so it's really fun. So if you're out and you see some cute barrettes, go ahead and throw them in your hair. It's really fun for the season. All right, thank you. Okay, everybody, so for our inspiration part of Jacqueline's Inside Out today, I want to talk to Michelle a little bit about what inspires her and what she does in the community. She does so much, so I wanted to give you guys some insight on what she does and let her tell you in her own words. So Michelle, can you tell us a little bit about all the things that you're doing here in the community?
Sure. Well, in addition to being a real estate agent, I enjoy giving back to my community through charity work. One of the most exciting things I've done this year was the fashion show created by Lisa Freeman, a fellow realtor of mine, and it is to benefit the Emmaus community of Pittsburgh. And it's held fashion show at St. Clair Country Club, and we model different fashions and include a lot of the participants in the Emmaus community as well. So not only is that fun, but it feels really good to give back to our local residents in need.
Yes. It does. It's such a great charity event that Lisa does every year, and we love it. I actually helped out this year with makeup and hair for that. And I tell you, the women and men from the MS community were just so sweet. They were part of the fashion show, and they did such a great job. So thank you so much. I appreciate it, Michelle. And we just wanted to show a little bit about what she's doing. Thank you. Okay, everybody, we're back with Michelle with her second look. What we have here, again, is from the Vintage Valet. It's a striped dress, a lightweight maxi dress in a summer essential, perfect for your closet. Whether you are heading to the beach or brunch, this maxi dress is perfect to throw on and head out the door in style. Stripes are one of summer's hottest trends, and you can find Michelle's colorful halter style striped dress at the Vintage Valet. So we wanted to just show you how cute this is for the summer. It's just so forgiving, and it's also so light. I could just I could just see you being really cool in that, like outside at the beach where it's hot, or at a party, but it just has a lot of like movement to it. So the air flows through it really nice. So I think you'll be nice and cool. And it's just so pretty. And we went a little bit different with her hairstyle. We just like shook it up a little bit and gave it a little bit more fullness. We made it a little wilder. It's the same hairstyle that we had for the first look, but we just teased it out a little bit and gave it a little bit of a wind blown look, just to make it a little bit more beachy, a little bit more summery, and just a little bit more fun. So this is perfect for the night. If you want to go out and enjoy the evening, you can do that as well and make it a little bit more fuller and lift it up. And then, again, it goes really well with the makeup look that we did as well. So if you want to turn around a little bit, Michelle, and show the back of your hair too. And you can see the extensions in there that we put in gave her that fullness and that, more of a voluminous look to her hairstyle. And then we teased it out. So it's perfect for the season. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that. Everybody, so I want to thank you all so much for tuning in for Jacqueline's Inside Out. We're on a special location here in the Grant Building downtown. We're so excited that you joined us. We hope that you continue to like, share, and subscribe to our page on YouTube. Bethel Park Channel is a local cable channel, and we hope that you catch us on there as well. But if you can't, you can always check us out on YouTube on Dave Cable Inside Out. I'm Jacqueline from Jacqueline's Inside Out and Jacqueline's Salon downtown Pittsburgh in the Grant Building. I hope that you enjoyed our show today. I want to thank Michelle so much for joining us. Thank you. You did such a great job, and thank you to Vintage Valet for supplying all these wonderful fashions, and our assistant Nicole today, who did a great job. We hope that you enjoyed all our tips for the beach and the summer season. Enjoy your summer. We hope that you're having a great summer. Enjoy it with your family and friends, and tune in again. We'll see you next time. Thank you.